here. The Republicans are scrambling, many of them, trying to make the debate stage. Whether or not Donald Trump will be on the stage with them, unknown, but we were just talking about it in the break. Mike Pence is going to make it. Some others are close. Does it make any difference, Pete? Who do you think is going to make it? If you're going to give some of the names, who are some of the people you think might make it onto the debate stage that might be at least a bit interesting?
Well, you know that the major candidates right now are they're going to be on the stage. Donald Trump will be invited, and like you said, whether he attends or not, who knows? Ron DeSantis is on the stage. Nikki Haley is on the stage. Tim Scott, Chris Christie, Doug Burgum, Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be on the stage. Right now, he's probably one of the more interesting candidates. He seems to be making a move in the polls in the last week or so. Mike Pence hasn't made the stage yet, but I saw Mike on Saturday. He's met the polling criteria. He also announced in New Hampshire that he has hit 30,000 donors, meaning he's got about 10,000 to go. But I think in the past week, 10 days, he hit it. He got about 15 or 20,000 donors. So he will be on the stage. So there's going to be at least 8 candidates. Then you've got, a person that I'm familiar with doing a little bit of work with, Perry Johnson. He announced in New Hampshire on Saturday that he's hit the donor threshold. He's well over 40,000 donors, but is still, still waiting to see exactly what's going to happen and to see where he registers in the polls.
But in fairness, Pete, we can go down the laundry list of all of these people. And still, it's the man you mentioned first, Donald Trump. He's up by 30, 40 points, depending on maybe 50 in some polls. I mean, it's not even close. And so, I was reading an article from or a comment from a guy on social media saying, look, the more I see Trump under attack, he goes, I voted for Trump, then I was kind of over Trump. It was kind of like past due. And he said, I was kind of moving on to something else. He goes, but the more attacks I see on Trump make me think that the only person I can vote for is Trump to stop all of this craziness from happening. I think that there's something to that. Because I heard from a number of people that, after Trump left office and after a year, they're like, maybe it's time for something new. But then they've seen this relentless attack on the former president. They're like, you know what? Maybe the only place I should be voting is for Donald Trump because they're so afraid of him. They're willing to take everything and the kitchen sink and throw it at him because they're so afraid that he's going to run and so afraid that he will win. That's what they're afraid of. They're not afraid of him running. They're afraid that he's going to win. Right now, what do you say?
They're afraid that he may win and you're absolutely right. I think the Real Clear Politics average right now has him at 53%, and next up is Ron DeSantis at 14%, which gives the president probably one of the largest leads that he's had in this early primary phase of the campaign, 39 points. And you're right. Every time one of these indictments comes out, it's like, his numbers grow.